hope it's recorded. I just wanted to practice my English. So I want to play the quest. And since it wasn't voices, so I will be voice and reading the text for you. Nikki, someone over there is playing Ocarina. That must sound so familiar. Let's go. Who is it? Who is this? I never expected to hear the very song playing the Ocarina here. I never thought I hear again after leaving the boneyard. You know this song? But you're not percussion. Yep, Nick is amazing. Not only does she recognize the sound of the Soul Ocarina, she can also play it. She knows both the fairy song and the healing song. Mama and I spent some time in Boneyard way back, and by the shop or park, learned how to play the Soul Ocarina. I see. I had no idea the Oceaner considers such a thing in Boneyard this day. Since you are familiar, perhaps you can help me confirm something. And the fairy song I just played is the same as what ferryman in the Boneyard play. To be honest, there's nothing wrong with the melody I just played. However, he played this note at the end a bit too softly. Is that so? I've been for too long. It's a forgotten song for the melody. If you don't mind, could you play the fairy song for me? Of course, I'll play it for you right now. Alright, play it. There's no soul you have understood me to be very. Playing this ocarina eventually become way personal, almost like talking to oneself. To be honest, I can no longer tell what I'm replaying. Thank you for allowing me to hear the fairy song again. No need to thank me. I never thought I was someone in the heaven reach who could play this ocarina. We have been away from work for so long. Have you ever thought of going back? Go back? This isn't a place for someone like me there. Someone who's not been forgotten a long time ago. Look at me. I'm already in brain. I almost forgot to introduce myself. My name is Aspen. I'm a member of Montis. We talk so much. You're still wearing the robes of Montis. Of course, look at me. Aside from ranting, I'm just getting dull with age. I'm sure I already noticed my skin turning white. My time is running out. I thought I was ready to leave this world behind. But after hearing him play the very song, I suddenly realized there are still things I need to take care of. I want to do something, and I also want to leave something behind. This is why I have rather big request. I hope you can stay with me until I finish the thing I need to do, just to bear witness. I know this is quite a strange request. If it put you in a difficult position, please feel free to request. I would completely understand. Completely help. Don't say that. We're happy to finish this journey with you and be your witness. Where would you like to go first? Let's go to the place I used to work. I spent most of my life in Montes, and before I leave, I'd like to go back and take care of the few things. Alright, let's go. I know the graphic is low, it's very low. I play it mobile, And there was a really a good thing. And the mobile gaming is pretty much. Oh, I should test this. I triggered them. Wait a second. Alright. I spent almost all my entire life put it in this stack of paper. Now that much was to spend, I want to sort off my thing and take them with me. However, at my age, I simply don't have the strength to go through everything. Could I trouble you to help me collect my thing? The very song and I have been to the boneyard. I have a feeling you'll be able to organize my thing when you see them. No problem. I will take care of everything. If I find anything belongs to you, I will. It's it's fast. Okay. Stock of archive, document recording expand, register our family. First active member of Mentis, expand family is listed, along with the Pakistan who looks like him. The recent columnist him as his younger brother. Itu not even his younger brother, and they both join Mentis. Stock operations report, document of recording expand. The ACE research document signed by expert. Imagine it if the new got the sense, the software can be eliminated. Okay? This of solved it complicated stuff. Yellow manuscript, translate all the Boneyard healing song and the other healing related record. A scribble note reads, I will find a way to truly overcome the software. Untuk dimasukkan ke score of healing song along with other healing material. How is going? Did you find my thing? Stock all document. Oh. Did it still? Still. I found a stack of document. Among them is a list of member of Mantis, and your name was on it. I remember this. There were the name of the only member accepted into Mantis. Back then, we had nowhere left to turn. We only wanted to stop the endless suffering. Mantis gave us much needed hope. They said that as long as we could create a new god, we will be in control of our own destiny, and so Heaven has become our new home. Let's go. Did you find my thing? Yellow manuscript. I found a yellow manuscript. It has the healing song as well as information about healing technique. I think it probably belongs to you. I didn't expect this to still be here. This was the lucky charm I dedicated myself to before leaving the Boneyard. Back then, I was still a ferryman in training. It was during the Soul Tide, and many were slumbering to Soul Reef. But those who remained still had to continue getting soul onward, day after day. During that time, someone said to me, the dragons abandoned the Bergen long ago. Only by creating a new god can this all come to an end. I believed them. I no longer wanted to waste my stuff on a boat, nor did I want to wait for death from Soul Reef. I want to find a way forward to create a new world free for Soul Reef. Before leaving, I trusted with all the healing materials I could find. I knew I wouldn't be able to completely eradicate Soul Reef, but at least I could ease the suffering of others. How it's going? And the last a stack of reports. Found a source report that recommend research on soul from the Montes ice, and they have your shelter on them. During my years in Montes, I worked in the ice definition, conducting preliminary experiment on soul varying resurrection. I devoted all my efforts to create a new god. At the time, I believe it was the only way to bring an end to Soul Reef. I never imagined my entire life could be continued with stack of papers and a few lines of text. I betrayed my people and left the boneyard to join Montes. I spent my whole life searching for a way to regulate Soul Reef. Espen, there's something I want to tell you. The mark of Sega has returned to secret of recognition, but Skyrim no longer suffer for someone as they wanted, and perhaps in 100 years it will disappear completely. The suffering I always wanted to see stop is finally come to an end. Oh, I see. So the cure to Soul Reef didn't come for me after all. At this point, none of them matters anymore. Espen had once been severe recognized of it, yet now that his wish has come true, he seems so calm. I wonder why is that? There is much something within the information will tell us. Okay, Espen was once a experiment. Before leaving Boneyard, he made a copy of recorded Gregorian treatment in hope of easing pain caused by Soul Reef. Later, he arrived and became one of the first of standard member on this. According to the Grisreri, his brother left the boneyard with him.
That's our Nikki.
Espen
Getting to the bottom of things without breaking a sweat.
He used to be desperate for a breakthrough, but he seemed so indifferent where a goal was found. Finally started to go to solve the pick of his brother. Espen, the reason you were desperately trying to find a cure for Soul, was it because of your brother? I just saw his name on the list of members of Montes. What happened to him? He didn't live to see the arrival of new god. Soon after he joined Montes, he succumbed to Soul Reef. Your assumption is correct. The reason I was so desperate to create a new god was to have him. His dying wish was to see the world free of Soul Reef. I tried to make them come true for him. But in the end, maybe I was just trying to prove myself that living in the boneyard and risking our life to walk this path was the right choice. I understand. Thank you for sharing all this with me. I was taught I keep this sentimental buried deep within my heart. However, being able to say them to another person has been somewhat comforting. Would you be willing to accompany me when I visit them? His grave is by the cliff in Oscar haven't reached. Aside from that, there's also one more thing I'd like to ask of you. Of course, whatever you need to do, Momo and I are happy to accompany you. Alright, here we go. The graphic is maybe the reason why I want to not continue this Infinity Nikki. It's just so blurred and so bad in my phone. I have laptop, but it's not for a gaming either. So I think the graphic might be the same as this. Ik wil dat een keer van hier. They're all made on ramen and from what happened. The other one's nothing. Oh, wait a second. Espen, why are the two craft hunt here? One is my brother and the other one belongs to me. When we left the boneyard, it was considered a betrayal of our people. After that, I feel I wasn't worthy of traditional ship burial, so I adopted that tradition and erected a best gravestone for him. The diamond ornament belonged to him. That was his headpiece when he was in Montes. He took nothing with him when he left Boneyard with me. He was only a child then. This headpiece is the only thing that proves he ever achieved. Where's yours? If Monty were still around, I probably would have placed it in museum as well. But now, I'm not so sure. Regardless, there's a problem for another day. Nikki, I brought you here today because there is one more thing I need your help with. Would you play the healing song for my brother? When he passed away, I couldn't help but think, if I had been a healer, would he be able to hold on until the day the new god arrived? Would he still have been in so much pain? There's no point in saying any of this now, but I still want to make amends somehow, for his sake, and for my own. I understand, Espen. I'll play the healing song for him on your behalf. In the day right before he passed away, he was living in and out of consciousness. Then one night, he suddenly opened his eyes and told me about his dream. In his dream, there was a massive dragon bone, all dancing white, such a rock across. He said he belonged to see the Crimson Who once more, but in the end, he couldn't hold on. That's why I chose this spot for the grave. On clear day, you can see the boneyard in this distance. Wait, I didn't touch the screen though. As when let's go pick some bonfire blooms for you. What the heck is going on? No, you already didn't do much for me. I shouldn't keep you any longer. But from my visit, those who passed away will bring flowers today now they haven't been forgotten. If you don't mind, I'd like to bring some flowers for our brother too. I'm sure he will like that very much. But please, take your time. There's no rush. Espen, what do you plan doing now? You already have me accomplished the most important thing I need to do. When I finish adding final touch to my gravestone, there will be nothing left for me to do. I probably spend the remainder of my time waiting for my final day to arrive. But the world is so vast and beautiful, Espen. You could live for yourself once more. Return. The boneyard changed a great deal since you were still. Sorry, it's softly fading, and the cycle of resignation has returned to normal. Maybe you could go back and take a look. I never really thought about that before, Nikki. Thank you. I will give your word some serious thought. Perhaps when next we meet, you shall have my answer. Need to be fresh, huh? Wait a second. do have them, but it's not fresh.
The boneyard beneath the stars. Feels like another world. Are those light spots stars? Or wandering souls?
It's so long. Eh,
You...
Letter in front of the gravestone. To Nikki, after we left, I sat here for several summers and months, completing her words. There's still much to see and love in this world, enough for me to live life to the fullest. I admire the way you live, so passionate and fearless. I once had this courage, but I've long since returned it to time. For the pioneer to heaven race, I spent my whole life chasing after a single purpose. And now I've walked out there is to walk, and those I fall to protect, I fallen into external slumber. The goal I dedicate everything to pursuing had already been realized before I noticed. Looking back, I walked long enough and far enough. For that reason, I found myself at peace with the idea of stopping. This whole arena is something I had on me since I was young, and the only thing I took when I left the boneyard. It accompanied me through the endless long night, bearing witness to my high and low, my obsession, my struggle, and my futile hope. If I have something to leave something behind, the proof what I live, this must be it. Do not grieve for me. I wasn't crushed by fate. I simply saw enough. Spare a moment. If you so inclined, play me song as useless or Karina. It doesn't have to be a very song. Just a very melody that feels the realest to you in the moment. The wind will whisper in my state. Aspen. Oh. He killed himself? Nikki, what happened? Is he gone? I guess we have our answer. Okay. That's it. I will try to record the next quest with no voice. Alright? And I will try to play the Genshin. I have the Genshin as well. So see you later. Bye.